Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we have Mr. Ben Fuchs here today. So excited. So we are here today. We're going to do a quick little video all about this right here, because this is a brand new LED Pro device, as you guys know, because I've been talking about it nonstop because it is amazing. So Ben, introduce us to the newest device of Truth Treatments.
Yes. Well, first, let's talk about masks in general. The whole idea of light and mask is really fascinating. As it turns out, the body in general and cells specifically are very responsive to light, and they're responsive to light in different specific frequencies / colors. I guess I should tell you that a color, red, orange, you remember Roy G. Biv from high school, red, orange, yellow,
Yep.
green, blue, indigo, violet. Each one of those colors is a color for a very specific reason. It's because it has a length, the waves of light. Light comes out in waves, like the ocean. You have waves in the ocean. Well, light comes out in waves the same way. And depending on the length of the wave, you have a different color. Another way of looking at it is depending on the frequency of the wave of the light, you have a different color. So for example, blue has a certain wavelength, it said. Yellow has a certain wavelength, red has a certain wavelength, orange has a certain wavelength, violet has a certain wavelength. And by virtue of their length, we see a different color. Mm-hmm. And as it turns out, or by virtue of their frequency. By the way, check this out. The reason something is red as opposed to yellow is because it's vibrating trillions, hundreds of trillions of times differently. Red or blue, for example, is vibrating somewhat in the range of maybe 400 or 500 trillion times a second. I mean, can you imagine what that means? It's ridiculous. Yeah. So what makes something red or blue or yellow is dependent on its frequency and its wavelength. And it turns out that cells respond differently to different wavelengths, different frequencies, i.e. different colors. And by controlling the wavelength, controlling the frequency, controlling the color in a mask and shooting it at the skin, you can get different effects on the cells. This is something that was only recently discovered, maybe in the 1990s. We discovered it, and the technology wasn't really advanced enough that you could use this at home. Recently, over the last 10 or 15 years, the technology has become more and more advanced, and now you can shoot specific colors at your skin and get specific effects. Now, it used to be that you'd have to go to a dermatologist or some kind of healthcare professional.
You get facials in office, they do it.
Yeah, in the office they do it. But now the technology is such, you can actually have a mask, you can put it on your face and shoot specific colors at your skin. Now, each one of the specific colors, the main colors for these devices are blue, yellow, and red. Each one of these specific colors has specific effects on the skin. Blue, as it turns out, has kind of superficial effects. Yellow has deeper effects, and red has the deepest effects. Red is probably the most active of all the colors because it goes the deepest into the skin. It has the longest wavelength. The longer the wavelength, the deeper it goes. So if you think about Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo, violet, at the other end of violet, you have ultraviolet, which is the sun. And at the other end of red, you have infrared, which is basically heat or type of heat. But in between, you have the different colors. So blue has the most superficial effects. Blue is used to treat acne, for example. It has an interesting effect on the acne bacteria. It can actually explode the acne bacteria. So it's good for folks who are dealing with blemishes. It can sometimes cause a little bit of hyperpigmentation. So you want to be a little bit careful with the blue light. The blue light's the most superficial. Then the yellow light goes.
Does that only cause, that's only with like specific people who are prone to hyperpigmentation? Or, right. Okay.
Exactly. For people who are more prone towards that. Yeah, it won't cause that if you're not prone towards that.
Right. Okay.
And then yellow is a little bit deeper. Yellow's more for anti-aging benefits. It can help with dermatitises, with rashes. It's also used for wound healing, post-laser recovery. And then the really powerful anti-aging effects occur with red. Red is really has the most dramatic effects. Red has actually been used to treat actinic keratosis, which is a pre-skin cancer. It's also been used to treat skin cancer, both malignant and non-malignant skin cancer. It's good for post-laser recovery, for post-surgical, any kind of facial surgery. It also, red is interesting because it will actually increase your skin's ability to tolerate the sun after you use multiple doses of it. And it's been shown to even have an SPF or have the equivalent of an SPF of 15 after using multiple doses. So it's like you'll actually upregulate your skin's ability to handle the sun. It's almost like, you know, how LASIK surgery, if you have LASIK surgery in your eyes, you don't need contact lenses. It's almost like that. If you upregulate your skin's ability to handle the sun with enough red light therapy, you can actually have a built-in SPF to the tune of almost SPF 15. Which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It's also been used to treat various dermatitises. Actually, the most important for dermatitis is the blue light, but red light has also been used to treat skin rashes. There are people who get benefits from rosacea with the red light therapy. Red light's the most active of all of the
red light I know is the one that stimulates like the collagen and
the anti-aging. It gets into the fibroblasts because the fibroblasts, red light goes the deepest. Red light has the longest wavelength and it goes the deepest. And it can actually get into the dermis, which is where the fibroblasts are. And of course, the fibroblasts are the holy grail of anti-aging skincare. And that's where the red light really excels. Now, here's the thing about the lights, okay? The lights have stimulating effects. And you can target those stimulating effects, as we said, for acne, for the blue light, for dermatitises and wound healing for the yellow light, and for anti-aging for the red light. But here's the thing. Where you can really maximize the benefits of the masks and the lights is if you use them with products that you want to get down into the dermis and into the lower levels of the skin. Remember, when all my Truth treatments, the reason Truth treatments work so well is because we're targeting the lower levels of the skin. We're targeting the dermis. We're targeting the lower levels of the epidermis, where the skin cells are. That's why I use a lot of vitamin C. I use the electrolytes. And we use retinoids. It's because we're looking to get down into the cells. Using the mask improves all of our transdermal technologies, our built-in transdermal technologies for getting those active ingredients into the lower levels of the skin are improved by using the mask. So I recommend people use our active ingredients, use our Truth Transdermal C Serum, use our omega-6 healing cream, use our sheet mask, our electrolyte sheet mask with the masks. Likewise with the microcurrent. So yes, you'll get benefits with just the mask, and pretty significant benefits over the course of time. And remember, these are benefits that accrue. The more you use, the more you get the benefits. But you'll get extra benefits. You'll get superior benefits from both the light and the products and the formulations when you use them together. So be creative.
It's like, I know when I go get my facials done in an office, they always put a serum on first, and then they put the red light over top of you.
Yes. So yeah, you're going to get benefits even if you don't do that. You'll still get benefits because the light itself is stimulating. But why maximize the benefits? Why just use the mask? Maximize the benefits, especially if you're using Truth treatments, because these are ingredients, the active ingredients in Truth treatments are designed to work at the lower levels. So you're using these wavelengths in the mask and the different colors to sort of piggyback have the active ingredients piggyback along with, and they'll kind of ride the wave.
It all pushes it in together,
Exactly. It'll push it in, and you'll get you'll get optimal effects from the mask, and you'll maximize the effects from all of the products when you use them together.
Okay, that's awesome. I mean, I love this mask. It's literally the best I've ever used. Now, I do have a couple questions from people who have, asked me some questions to specifically ask you. So they want to know, can you use the red light, the blue light, the yellow light, like a little bit each night, all three lights?
Oh, the mat, you can't use them together.
Can you use, do you have to use one color a night, or can you, you can use all, right?
No, mix and match. You're getting them, the way these things work is they're reaching different levels of the skin. So your blue light is reaching the surface or close to the surface, the epidermis, a little bit under the stratum corneum. The yellow light is going even deeper, and the red light is going deeper still. So yes, you want to use all the colors.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a full-blown skin health issue, all of the colors are going to upregulate cells at different levels of the skin. So yeah, mix and match. Go crazy. And be creative.
And then another question. Well, actually, I'll just comment. I had a lady DM me, and she said that she has been using this for a week with the blue light for her acne. And in 1 week, she's used this every night. And in 1 week, her acne completely faded.
Completely understand that. I totally believe that.
Because it does. It knocks out like the bacteria in your skin. It's like the inflammation, all of that.
Exactly. It's anti-inflammation, anti-inflammatory, plus it kills the acne bacteria. Also, there's beneficial effects on sebum and sebocytes. that you can actually shrink the sebocytes, the cells that make the sebum, and you can help reduce sebaceous hyperplasia, and you can also prevent skin oiliness with both the blue and the yellow light.
Oh, interesting. Okay. That's so interesting. So, okay, perfect. That's good to know. And then the other question, a lot of people were asking me, which I'm pretty sure you can use this and your microcurrent device on the same night. It's not going to,
absolutely,
it's not going to do anything.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The stimulating effect that you get from the mask is not the kind of stimulating effect that you get with chemistry.
Yeah.
With chemistry, you want to be a little bit more careful with things like glycolic acid and the toner. And by the way, I should tell you that you'll get even better effects after you exfoliate. You'll get better effects from the mask after you've disrupted the stratum corneum a little bit.
Right.
And also I should tell you that when cells have been stimulated, they're more receptive to nutrition. So after you use the mask, you can use your Truth Transdermal C Serum and your omega-6 healing cream, your high hyaluronic mineral hydrator, your various Truth treatments with the mask. But then after you've done your mask, your skin will be more receptive to penetration or to absorption, be more likely to absorb active ingredients. So you take your mask off, put some serum on top of that, put some Truth Transdermal C Serum or maybe some mineral mist after that, and you'll get better penetration even after you put the mask on.
Okay. That's perfect. Good to know. And then do you just want to kind of do a little run through on how to use this? I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, right?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. You just plug it in and charge it up, and then we have a remote control, and you hit the different buttons for blue.
And it has the different lights.
Buttons. It's super simple.
And then how many minutes do you suggest
15,
using?
20 minutes.
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes. And because the mask is designed so you can see, you can do your errands or cook or whatever you want to do while you're wearing the mask.
Yeah, I sit there at night, I have TV on, I have my mask on.
Exactly. You can do all that, but it's also nice, it's also nice just to relax, just to like lay in bed and, contemplate your navel or whatever,
Right.
Give yourself 20 minutes of downtime. If you have it.
And it really, I can tell people, I mean, honestly, this really makes such a difference on your skin. The LED lights are so effective.
Yes.
So I was just so happy you came out with this, because honestly, that's like, every time I go get a facial, it's like, one, it's super relaxing when they put the red light on you, but it really makes such a difference. So when you came out with this, that you can use this at home, it's very effective. I mean, it's so beneficial.
The red light also has pain relieving properties, I should tell you. In fact, that's one of the things. Before it was used for cosmetic reasons, it was used for pain relief.
Oh, okay. So that's what I'm saying. There's so many different benefits for the red, for the blue, for the yellow. It's
Isn't it interesting how our bodies and our cells are responsive, not just to light, but to the colors, the different colors are meaningful. For years, people were considered a lot of alternative therapists or, kind of woo-woo to use different lights for different kinds of emotional reasons and to control your psyches or to modify your psyches by using different lights. Well, it turns out the body and the cells of the body are indeed responsive to different lights in different ways. So, they used to tell you, I don't know how weird, how out there your listeners are, but the chakras themselves, about the chakra system, they're all associated with different colors. And of course, the chakras are made up of their glands and they're made up of different cells. So it turns out that it makes perfect sense that the different cells of the different glands would be responsive to different colors.
It's so interesting.
Right? Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
We're solar beings, we're light beings, and we're beings of color.
The thing that I love about this LED mask that you came out with as well is that you get all three lights in one. There's a lot of devices where you have to buy the red light or the blue light. So this is just an all-in-one, so easy to use. So it's amazing.
It's super simple to use, and for the benefits that you get, it's crazy not to have one of these things for all of the different benefits that you get, especially considering if you were to go to a therapist or if you were to go to a physician or dermatologist or somebody who was going to use these exact same treatments for the price of one mask or two for the price of one or two treatments, you get an entire mask that you have for.
And you use it every night then. It's even better. Yeah. When you go get a facial, you're getting that LED light, once a month? So you're doing this every single night. So it's
and the results accrue. The results add up, particularly if you're using the mask with your Truth treatments.
Yeah. So good. I love it, Ben. You came out with another amazing product, another amazing device.
Thank you, Brianna.
Keep them coming, Ben. Well, thank you so much. I'm
Yes.
glad we got to answer all, everyone's questions and talk a little bit more about this LED mask because it is a must-have home device. So
thank you, Brianna. I appreciate it.
yeah. Thank
Be
you
well.
so much, Ben. And Ben will be back on my channel again. So thank you all so much for watching.
Okay, bye.
Bye.